What did that feel like to win last week?
Last week when I was practicing, I hurt my ankle. Like I kind of twisted it. All I want him to know is that I'm back and I'm ready to beat his butt.
Welcome back to the Sassone Family Driveway, where this week we bring you week 3 of backyard racing. Jackson came up with a huge win last week. He crushed our course. We thought we would make it a little harder this week. It's a course built for stamina. Jackson, do you think you've got enough stamina?
Yeah.
Campbell won in week 1. However, last week she got defeated by her brother. Campbell, how did it feel to come in second last week?
It felt a little bad, like not good, but I'm here and I hope I win this time because the bucket is a little bigger and it's fuller. And it's colder.
There's the bucket. The winner gets to dump it on the loser's head. This week we are introducing something new. Not only do we have a second photographer in Mommy joining us. Hi, Mommy.
Hi.
We have also got the introduction of Helmet Cam. For this week's Backyard Racing, we are turning the play-by-play over to a true professional, NBC Sports Boston's Kyle Draper. Kyle?
All right, Scott, thanks so much. First competitor is Jackson, and he's already shooting the lights out. Makes his first one. Let's check him out. Can he go 2 for 2? Oh, the bank is open. He decides to use the backboard. Jason Tatum, you have nothing on this young fella. Young Jackson going a perfect 3 for 3. Now it's time for back it up, and look at Jackson go. These cones are no match for him. He's using the footwork. Look at this. Josh Allen should be handing him the ball. He should be playing for the Buffalo Bills. Now time for the soccer swerve. No soccer for the kiddos this year. Doesn't matter to Jackson. He's still in mid-season form. We move on here. All serve. No volley. You have to hit 2 out of 3 balls into the tennis net. Guess what? As Jackson's doing this, he tells us, this is too easy. It's just too easy. Young Rafael Nadal, sign him up. Now moving on to the hose hop. A special shout out to Luke and Ty McMillan. They're sharing their own obstacle course with us. Then he goes under the horse. Nice work there, Jackson, adjusting the helmet. And then he goes with the lawn chair leap. Too easy for him once again. And now time for a little scooter action. Scoot, 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 and boogie down the side. Oh, look at the speed right there. Young Jackson turning on the jets like a meteor shot out of a cannon. And then a little housework. No, that's what we call push it as we take a look at the Sassone cam. Don't forget the hopscotch there, Jackson. There it is. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then he goes up to the small steps. This is a challenge that we've seen often here when it comes to backyard racing. And then ball in a bucket relay. This one takes some time. You have to be focused. And so far, so good for young Jackson. You have to put in a golf ball, a tennis ball, a baseball, a softball, and a basketball into the flower pots as we take a look at the Sassone cam. Young Jackson getting it done. He will not be deterred. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. Uh-oh, a little fumble there, but he recovers. And here he is, putting it in. And now we move on. Fill her up. Not at the gas station, in the backyard. Can he do it? This is a key competition right here. You have to fill up the bucket full of water. You have to get 10 quarts of water to advance. Slow and steady wins the race because you don't want to spill the water. And there's his sister right there. Is she trying to psych him out, young Campbell? Or is she trying to help him out? One more look. He's almost there. Maybe this last drop in will fill the bucket. And yes! And now Jackson moves to the sandbox shuffle. You might be a little dizzy as you turn. Oh, and speaking of dizzy, where'd the Sassone camp go? He loses it, but so what? Jackson is a man on a mission, and ding! He stomps the yard and sends the rocket into orbit.
I put in all I could. I liked dunking the water because I feel like I went slow and I didn't lose that much time out of going slow. I think I'm gonna win, so sorry.
Let's get Jackson's time from the official timekeeper.
3 minutes and 18 seconds.
We will be right back to see if Campbell can overtake her twin brother in this week's Backyard Racing.
And we're back. You are looking at our current leader, but right next to him is our challenger. Again, a former champion. Campbell is looking to get her crown back. Let's send it over to guest play-by-play announcer, Kyle Draper. Kyle?
All right, Scott, thanks so much. Our next competitor is Campbell, checking in at 4 feet 2 inches. She's taller than her brother, but Jackson was on fire in the shoot the lights out competition during the first round. Campbell decides to go glass, can't get it to go. Instead, she goes back to her tried and true formula, the straight in shot, and she gets the roll to make 3 out of 4. Now time for back it up. Check out the footwork on young Campbell. No problem for her as she zips through those cones. She moves on now to the soccer swerve, going with the left foot, then the right foot, showing how she can do it with either foot. Campbell, as we take a look at the Sassoon cam one more time, now she picks it up, all serve, no volley. A young Serena Williams maybe. Oh, can't get the first one to go. Instead, the second one is good. You got to do one more, Campbell. There you go. She gets it to go. Then comes the hose hop. Don't forget that. Hop, 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 hop. There she is, checking in with the Sassoon cam. Oh, she dives under the horse there. Great job from young Campbell. Now time for the lawn chair leaps. Easy work for her. Now scoot, scoot, scoot. Hit the B button, Campbell, and there she goes down the path, and she speeds back. Look at the speed on young Campbell, and she pulls out the broom, push it real good, salt and pepper style. Another event inspired by the McMillan children. Hopscotch time. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2. Campbell getting it done. Small steps, big problems. Not for this worthy competitor. Campbell now moving on to ball in a bucket relay. We saw Jackson maybe have a little trouble on this one. Can Campbell maybe make up some time right here? Remember, you have to get the golf ball, the tennis ball, the baseball, softball, and basketball into flower pots. It's like a shuttle run right here. And Campbell, lastly, the basketball is good. She sinks it. Now she has to fill up the bucket as we take a look at the Sassoon cam one more time. You see the water going into the bucket from the one bucket to another. And Jackson using a little intimidation there with his sister trying to get it done. Jackson trying to distract her. Wow, that was lightning quick for young Campbell after fill her up. It's the sandbox shuffle. Can she hang on to the Sassoon cam? We saw it fall earlier. But no problem for her, and stomp the yard. Let's check in with today's competitors.
Thanks, Kyle.
That was hard. Harder than it looks, definitely. My favorite part was definitely the buckets. It was really fun.
How do you feel? Do you feel like she ran fast enough to beat you?
Maybe.
Are you a little nervous?
No.
Not nervous at all. Okay, well, there is a bucket of water on the line, and we will find out who will go home wet right after this. And we're back here in our driveway in Belmont, Massachusetts, where we have just run race number 3 of Backyard Racing. Jackson ran a super fast time. Jackson ran 3 minutes and 18 seconds this week. Again, we extended the course a little bit, so we expected times to slow down after his blistering pace last week. Now it's time to find out who is going to be wearing this bucket of water. Mommy, what was Campbell's time?
2 minutes and 58 seconds.
Yes!
Thank you for watching this episode of Backyard Racing. We hope it encourages you to get outside and create an obstacle course of your own.
Oh my god! Oh, holy cow!
Oh, do you want me to go get you a towel?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked like you were. It sounded like you were crying. The minute I felt that, I was like, oh! Hey, Jackson, you better bring it next week because I am the champion and I'm not giving up my title.
We want to give a special shout out this week to our friends Luke and Ty McMillan, who shared their own obstacle course races with us. We love seeing your ingenuity and the competition, boys. As Kyle mentioned, 2 of our obstacles this week were directly inspired by their video. And a special thank you to our guest announcer this week, Kyle Draper of NBC Sports Boston.